Greetings, everybody. Strat-O-Matic, 1969 baseball will be ready to start in just, the first pitch is in 15 minutes. Stand by. Folks, Twitter is all messed up right now. Photos don't show, links don't work, TweetDeck is down, but YouTube works. Oh, there goes TweetDeck working now. I think I'll try this, see if this tweet works. Oops. Yes, it does. Oh, that's a good news. Okay, greetings everybody for Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. And we have the third of a four-game series. Oops, I forgot to put in the outcomes of the first two games. It's Boston Red Sox at the Seattle Pilots. Seattle won the first game 7-6. And the Red Sox took the second game. Seattle won the second game 11-8. That was that crazy game that I finished myself. Seattle has won the first two of this series. How do you like that? The coffee is brewing, Kathy Harden. Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, we're all set. Let's look at our lineup. So Seattle took the first two. Red Sox hurting to lose to Seattle. 2 games. O'Brien leading off for Boston at third, Andrews at second, Yastrzemski in left, Reggie Smith in center, Rico Petrocelli at short, Joe LaHood in right, George Scott will play first base and bat seventh, Tom Satriano is the catcher, and the pitcher Sonny Siebert, a right-hander. For Seattle, Tommy Harper leads off in center. John Donaldson at second, Steve Hovley in left, Tommy Davis in right. Tommy Davis in left at cleanup, Greg Goosen in at first base, Jerry McNertney catching, Ron Clark is at third, Ray Euler at short, and John Gelnar, the pitcher. He's a right-hander. And Kathy for Seattle, again, they won the first 2 games. The coffee is brewing. We will wait for the Pilots to take the field. And I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have another game, 4 o'clock p.m., the final game of this date, July 26th. And it's the San Francisco Giants at the St. Louis Cards. Mike McCormick pitching for the Giants, and Steve Carlton for the Cardinals. That should be very, very interesting. A very important game. And that's all set. So stand by, everybody, as the coffee brews and we get ready for Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. Oh. By the way, I have this afternoon's game all set. I just have to put in the fielding ratings, and there it is. Giants at the Cardinals. Lou Brock did not start this game. He did come into pinch run for Steve Carlton. Oh yeah, uh, and so that's that. Yeah, that'll be a good game. That's all set. I just have to put in the fielding ratings, and that's a 4 p.m. start. I have a mind to play the first game of July 27 this evening while I'm doing the other stuff. We'll see. See how I feel. I'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes for Thanks for the comment, Kathy. I get notice of those right away. Thank you. YouTube baseball crowd. Okay, we're all set. The Seattle Pilots should be out on the field any moment.
Yeah, competent enough.
Greetings, everybody. The Seattle Pilots have taken the field, and John Gelnar for the Seattle Pilots, the big right-hander, is on the mound. Nice crowd out here for the ball game after Seattle won 2. Got about 11,000 in the stands. And leading it off for the Boston Red Sox is Sid O'Brien. The third baseman. Gelnar is ready now. He gets the sign from McNerney into his windup. And the pitch to O'Brien. 4-5. And he grounds it to first, 1 away. And we are underway here at 6 Stadium. Gigi has arrived. And that brings up Mike Andrews. Again, the Red Sox have lost the first 2 of this series, 7-6 and 11-8. Mike Andrews at the plate. And the pitch, 6-8. And that is it's a line out to third, caught by Clark. Just barely, that's a 9. So there's 2 away here in the top of the first, and here comes Carl Yastrzemski. Carl, a left-handed hitter. Gelnar winds. Here's the pitch to Carl, 4-6. And it's a base hit to right for Yastrzemski. Scooped up by Hovley and thrown in. So Carl on first with 2 away. He's being held, he won't go. Now Reggie Smith, switch hitter, batting left-handed. Here's the pitch to Smith. 4-3. Fly ball center. Under it is Harper. and the side is retired. No runs, one hit, and one left on. After a half, Red Sox nothing, and the Seattle Pilots come a new bat. Now Sonny Siebert for the Red Sox, right-handed pitcher. Harper leads it off. And the pitch. 4-2. Struck him out. One away. Now John Donaldson. John playing second base, left-handed hitter. Sonny Siebert. Okay, Sonny is ready. Here's the pitch to Donaldson. 3-6. Grounds it to second. Andrews has it over to Scott, 2 away. And Steve Hovley now with 2 outs, nobody on. Don't miss our later game, 4 p.m. start. The San Francisco Giants at the St. Louis Cardinals. Siebert winds and the pitch to Hovley. 6-4. Grounds it to short X. Petrocelli is a 2. 7-2. And he throws him out. And it's a 1-2-3 for Sonny Siebert. And after 1, it's scoreless here at 6 Stadium for the 3rd game of this 4-game series. Well, out comes Gelnar. He'll face Rico Petrocelli to get us started here in the top of the 2nd. Gelnar into his windup. Here's the pitch to Rico. 5-7. Grounds it to second. That's for Donaldson. 12-4. He makes the play, 1 away. And now Joe LaHood. Red Sox come into this game in 4th place, 19.5 behind the Orioles in the East. Pilots in 6th, 30.5 games behind the first place Twins, but they are a half game behind the Royals. Joe LaHood at the plate. And the pitch from Gelnar, 5-8. Grounds it to second again. It's Donaldson. And it's 2 away. I think that's looking pretty clean. Not like a war zone, huh? Thus far. Here's George Scott now. Pitch from Gelnar, 4-8. And that is a base hit for George Scott. A 2-out single. They got a 2-out single in the first, left Diaz on. So Scott on first with 2 outs. Here's Tom Satriano, the catcher. Siebert comes out on deck. Gelnar from the stretch. 3-6. Fly ball center. Harper under it, and that side is retired. So it's no runs, another hit again. And left on base. We're in the middle of the 2nd. It's a scoreless ball game. Here comes Tommy Davis to lead it off. Big hand for Tommy. He's a favorite here in Seattle. Okay, Siebert is ready. He winds, and the pitch to Davis. 2-6. Fly ball left. Yastrzemski makes the catch, 1 down. And now Greg Goosen. Goosen getting some starts here at first base the past couple games. Here's Siebert now. The pitch to Goosen, 2-11. It's a chopper to second. Andrews has it. Throws over to Scott. That's 2 away. That's 5 in a row for Sonny Siebert. And Jerry McNerney is the batter. Woo! Siebert. The pitch to McNerney, 2-6. And it's chopped back to Siebert. And he throws it to Scott. It's 6 in a row for Sonny Siebert. 1-2-3 inning. And after 2, it's scoreless here. Scoreless in Seattle. Leading it off in the top of the 3rd will be Sonny Siebert, the Red Sox pitcher. Siebert is a 6 NR at the plate, and he's a 1 in the field. Gelnar. Is ready. Here's the pitch to Siebert. 3-6. Struck him out. That's the first strikeout for John Gelnar today. And Sid O'Brien, 0 for 1. Gelnar handling himself quite nicely thus far against the Red Sox. Seattle looking to make it 3 in a row. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. 5-10, grounder to short. That's for Euler. He's a 2, 12-2, and he throws him out. 2 down. Gelnar looking very strong here today. And Mike Andrews popped to 3rd in the 1st. We may even move this game up, the Giant-Cardinal game up earlier, if this one is moving as quickly as it is. Here's Mike Andrews. That's the great thing about Strat-O-Matic. Strat-O-Matic waits for you, plays for you when and where you want. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch to Andrews, 4-9, and that's hit deep. Oh, and that's going to be a double off the wall for Mike Andrews, a stand-up double with 2 outs. 3rd hit allowed by Gelnar today. Boy, did Andrews get a hold of that. So with Andrews on 2nd, Carl comes up, 2 down. Here's Gelnar now. And the pitch for 11, and it's a base hit to right for Carl. This might score Andrews. Andrews rounding 3rd. 1-13, 2 outs, 1-15. -1, 1-13. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Hovley. And he's out. Hovley with the assist from the outfield, from right field. Let's look at that again. Yastrzemski with Andrews on second, 2 outs. It was 5-3. Actually, I re-rolled that. So sorry, we can't look at it again. But the side is retired, no runs, 2 hits that time, and very close to scoring off Gelnar, but Hovley throwing Andrews out. Here's Sonny Siebert now to face the Pilots in the bottom of the third. Ron Clark is the batter. Siebert has retired the first 6 Pilots today. Here's the pitch, 5-6. Grounder to short. Petrocelli over to Scott, 1 down. That's 7 in a row. Siebert perfect thus far. Here's Ray Oyler. Six-8. Single 1 to 16, and that goes through for a base hit. First hit, first base runner for Seattle. Oyler with the single off Siebert. That's a nice little piece of hitting by Ray Oyler. And now Gelnar comes up. Gelnar is a B bunter. They're going to bring that infield in. Here's the pitch from Siebert. Gelnar lays it down. Oh, that does not look good. 10C for the sacrifice. No. It's hit back to Gelnar, who forces Oyler at second. Gelnar is on first safely. So it's 2 outs now. Gelnar on first. I always say it's better than a double play. Here's Tommy Harper now with 2 outs and Gelnar on first. And the pitch, 3-9. And it's hit deep. Way back to left. Going back is Carl. It is gone. Tommy Harper with a 2-run homer. It was a 3-9 with a 1 on the die. And that's gone by Tommy Harper, a 2-run home run. And the Pilots take a 2-0 lead in this ball game. Tommy Harper, back just these past few days since his injury. And he's making some noise. Pilots off to a 2-0 lead. Here's John Donaldson, 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch to John. 2-6, base hit to left. Now Steve Hovley. .57, struck him out, and the side is retired. Second strikeout for Siebert. 2 runs on 3 hits. A 2-run home run by Tommy Harper. 1 left on. We've gone 3 here in Seattle. It's a 2-0 ball game. And out comes John Gelnar. Gelnar now with a 2-run lead. And Reggie Smith is the batter. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat left against Gelnar. Here's Gelnar now. The pitch to Smith. 4-7. Struck him out. That's the second strikeout by John Gelnar. Here's Rico Petrocelli. .35. Grounds it back to Gelnar. Over to Goosen at first, 2 away. and Joe LaHood. 6-4. Grounds it to third. Clark, he's a 3. 18-3. And he boots it. Clark with the error. 2-out error. First error of the ball game. Charge to Ron Clark at third. So LaHood on first, 2 down. And George Scott is the batter. 6-3. Grounds it back to Gelnar. Gelnar is a 4. 8-4. And he throws him out. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The error left on base. Middle of the 4th already. 2-0 Seattle. Siebert takes the mound. Allowed the 2-run homer to Harper. Last inning. Leading it off, Tommy Davis. Woo! Davis flew to left in the second. Here's the payoff pitch, 6-8. And that's a base hit for Tommy Davis to lead it off. Davis on first. He's an A being held, went to 13. He will hold, not go, but he's being held. Here's Greg Goosen now. Grounded to second in the first. Pitch from Siebert. 6-5. Grounder to short. This could be 2. Petrocelli. 2-2. Oh, it's a base hit. It goes through. Rico couldn't get it. Davis goes to second and holds, and the Pilots have something going here in the 4th. First and second, nobody out. And Jerry McNerney is the batter. Grounded back to Siebert in the second. Here's the pitch to Jerry, 2-6. Grounds it back to Siebert. He forces Goosen, and Davis goes to third. So that's 1 out. McNerney on first and Davis on third, and Ron Clark, who made that error, he steps in. Infield back, double play depth. Here's Siebert now, and the pitch to Clark. 4-5, struck him out. That's the 3rd K by Siebert, and now it's Ray Euler who had the single in the 3rd to get things going to set up Harper for the home run. Euler now in a clutch situation. 2 down, first and third, and Siebert throws. 1-4. He pops it up to the right side, foul territory. Scott is there. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. For Seattle in the bottom of the 4th, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on. We've gone 4. It's 2-0 Pilots over the Red Sox. Gelnar has thrown 4 scoreless innings. He has scattered 4 hits. Leading it off, Tom Satriano flew to center in the second. Gelnar is ready. Here's the pitch to Satriano. 6-3. Grounds it back to Gelnar. He's a 4. 4-4. That goes through, and that's a double. Goes down to the line. Satriano slides into second with a double right up the middle. Not down the line, I'm sorry. And Sonny Siebert is the batter. He's a 6NL. He'll hit away. The infield will be in, though, looking for the sacrifice. Here's the pitch to Siebert. 2-4, struck him out. Third for Gelnar. And back to the top of the order, Sid O'Brien, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. 5-4. Catcher X. McNertney at 2. 10-2. And it's a dribbler right in front of home plate. McNertney throws O'Brien out, and Satriano moves on to third. So 2 outs, and the Red Sox first potential run is 90 feet away from home plate. Here's Mike Andrews, 1 for 2. He doubled, then thrown out, trying to come home on Yastrzemski's single. Thrown out by Hovley. Another clutch situation here. Pitch from Gelnar. 3-9. Struck him out. Gelnar gets Andrews, and the side is retired. His 4th strikeout. No runs, 1 hit. The double by Satriano, and he was left on base. We're in the middle of the 5th. It's a 2-0 ball game. And here comes John Gelnar. He gets a hand. Pitching shutout baseball for this Seattle club. Yeah, that's good. Gelnar, right-handed hitter. Siebert is ready. 2-9. Grounds it to first. Scott steps on the bag. 1 down. Here's Tommy Harper now. Struck out and hit a 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th. Harper has brought all sorts of excitement to this expansion Seattle ball club with his speed on the base paths. Here's the pitch to Harper. 6-10. Fly ball left. Carl is under it. 2 down. And now John Donaldson with 2 outs, nobody on. It's good pitching today. Now Siebert got into trouble in the 3rd and the 4th. Allowed 2 runs in the 3rd, got out of it in the 4th. He's settling down here. The pitch to Donaldson. 5-7, struck him out. And that's the 4th strikeout for Siebert, a 1-2-3 inning. We've gone 5 innings here at 6 Stadium. And the score remains 2-0 Seattle over this Boston team. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the 3rd of a 4-game series. The Pilots took the first 2. 7-6 and 11-8. And they're trying to win it again. Leading it off is Carl. Okay, Carl at the plate. Here's. Could you imagine if you had an announcer talk like that? Here's Carl now. And the pitch, 3-5. And he pops it up to the right side, foul territory for Goosen, who makes the catch, 1 away. The hell is this? There it is. And here comes Reggie Smith. Reggie 0 for 2 today. Very, very quick-paced game here. Oh, that's good coffee. Smith 0 for 2. And the pitch, 5-9. Grounder to short. Euler. 6-2. He throws him out. I'll tell you that Ray Euler, he may not have a strong bat, but he can come in with some timely hits, but he's a 2. He's a 2. He's a real pro at shortstop. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Gelnar really having an easy time here for all intents and purposes. He'll face Rico with 2 outs and nobody on. You got to watch it, though. These Boston bats can light up any moment. Rico's 0 for 2. And here's the payoff pitch from Gelnar. 6-7. Struck him out. And the 5th strikeout for Gelnar. A 1-2-3 inning. Gelnar is really on top of his game. Now Sonny Siebert, who settled down in the 5th, retiring the side in order. He'll face Hovley, Tommy Davis, and Greg Goosen. That's Goosen with 2 S's. Now, Steve Hovley, 0 for 2. Siebert gets the sign from Satriano. And the pitch to Hovley. 5-9. Swung on and belted by Hovley. Deep. Oh, but he's got W power. It's a base hit. It's a very strongly hit base hit by Hovley. You see that? So that's 5-9 Hovley. N home run 1-15. He's got to have the N here, and he doesn't. Hovley, apparently, he had 3 home runs. He's going to have some on his card, just so he can, you see right there. Otherwise, he couldn't get any. Hovley on first with a leadoff single. Being held 1-10, will not go. And here's Tommy Davis. Siebert from the stretch. And, oh, look at that! You see the 1 die, I hope it doesn't move, the 1 die lands on top of the red die. And that counts, house rules. And you try to do that, you couldn't. You see that? Isn't that something? That's a 2-3, and it's going to be, he walked him. So Siebert walks Davis, and Seattle's got something going here in the bottom of the 6th. And this is the inning. 1 more hitter walk, and Sonny is through with fatigue. Sonny Siebert warming. Only because he hasn't pitched in a while is Sparky Lyle. I usually like to bring Lyle in later in the game, but we'll do it if we have to. He's a left-hander. So Lyle is warming. Better yet, we got Lyle warming. And Bill Lee warming. Bill Lee has been a nightmare. Bill Lee is the, oh, he's also a left-hander. No, thank you. So Lyle is warming. And Greg Goosen comes up first and second, nobody out. Siebert from the stretch, the pitch to Goosen. Whoa, that's a re-roll. You see how that die did not land? You see how that 4 die did not land? So we're going to re-roll that. We don't even look to see what it might have been. Trying it again. 3-5 on Goosen. And that is a chopper back to Siebert. Throws to second to first. Double play. And Hovley goes to third. What a beautiful play by Sonny Siebert. He is a 1. A 1-4-3 double play. Beautifully done. 3-5. And so it's 2 outs, Hovley on third, and Jerry McNertney is the batter. Beautiful play by Sonny Siebert. Okay, here comes McNertney now. 2 outs, Hovley on third. Siebert trying to get out of this, maintain his endurance. Pitch to McNertney, 4-8, walked him. And that's it for Siebert. It's first and third, 2 outs. Siebert has reached fatigue. He went 5 2/3. Pitched pretty fair baseball, I would say. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, mostly scattered. He walked 2, struck out 4, and has allowed 2 runs thus far. And coming in is Big Sparky Lyle. To put out the fire. Now Bill Lee is warming up. Here comes Ron Clark with 2 outs, first and third. Clutch situation. Lyle is ready now from the stretch. The pitch to Clark. 4-7. Oh, and that's a base hit. Right up the middle. Hovley scores 3-0. McNertney goes to third. Lyle let that up. That's going to be charged to Siebert. It's first and third, 2 out now. And Euler is the batter. Here's Lyle now. 4-6. 1-1, base hit! McNertney scores. Both runs charged to Siebert. That'll be 4 runs in total. Charged to Siebert. He's the loser of record. Now I don't feel so bad about pinch hitting for Lyle. He lets up 2 singles. First and third, 2 outs still. And here comes Gelnar. Big hand for John Gelnar. Okay, Lyle is ready. 1-5 struck him out, and that will retire the side. But there were 2 more runs for Seattle. On 3 singles, 2 walks, and 2 left on. And after 6, it's a 4-0 ball game. The story of the game thus far, John Gelnar, 6 scoreless. Locker warming up in the bullpen. He pitched in the last game, but not too much. So he'll be okay to come in. And leading it off is Joe LaHood. Red Sox down by 4 now. Okay. Gelnar is ready. The pitch to LaHood. He walked him. So we got to keep our eye on Gelnar, who's vulnerable for fatigue. Here's George Scott now, 1 for 2. LaHood on first, no outs. From the stretch, Gelnar. That's 3-7. Flies it to left. Davis makes the catch, 1 down. Now Satriano. And there'll be a hitter for Lyle if he comes up this inning. No doubt about it. Spaceman warming up. Here's the pitch to Satriano. 1-6, pops it up to first. That's 2 away, and yes, there will be a hitter here. It's a shame. I should have brought Lee in first. But so be it. Lyle pitches 1/3, allowing 2 singles, 1 strikeout. It will be Spaceman Lee coming in next inning. Spaceman Bill Lee warming in the bullpen. Gelnar has 2 outs with LaHood on first. There's going to be a hitter here. And it's going to be George Thomas. I could have told you that. George Thomas steps in. Red Sox down by 4. Top of the 7th. It's LaHood on first. And 2 down. Gelnar is ready now. And the pitch to Thomas. That's 6-9. And that's double 1-7. But it is caught by Tommy Davis out in left. A diving catch. And the side is retired. Beautiful catch by Tommy Davis. No runs, no hits, the walk to LaHood. And 1 left on. It's 4-0 Seattle. And here comes the Spaceman. Tell you, the Spaceman has been erratic in some of his recent outings. It's going to be Tommy Harper to lead it off. Tommy 1 for 3. Again, the 2-run home run. It's all that the Pilots have needed thus far, but they lead 4-0. Here's Spaceman. The pitch to Harper. 4-7. And there's a base hit up the middle for Tommy Harper. Here's a steal situation. He's a 1-15 stealing right here being held. John Donaldson. And I say, why not? Lee from the stretch. There goes Harper. And he's safe. Harper swipes second. And the crowd cheers it. The crowd loves it. Crowd just loves that Tommy Harper. Harper on second now, no outs. Here's John Donaldson. 1 for 3. Spaceman from the stretch. Pitch to Donaldson. Oh, that's a re-roll. 5-6. Struck him out. So the Spaceman gets Donaldson. And here comes Steve Hovley. Hovley 1 for 3. I've enjoyed the ball game thus far, especially the pitching performance by John Gelnar. Here's the pitch to Hovley. 2-8. Struck him out. Second by Spaceman. He wants to leave Harper abandoned at second base. Give the Red Sox a fighting chance. Here's Tommy Davis now. Pitch from Spaceman. 4-9. And that's a ground ball to short. Rico over to Scott. And the side is retired. So Spaceman allows a base hit. And then Harper stole second, but then he retired the next 3 batters. After 7, 4-0 Seattle. And here comes Big John Gelnar pitching the game of his life. And Sid O'Brien will lead it off. He's 0 for 3. Okay, Gelnar is ready. 2 hits and/or walk. Oh, no, he didn't. I'm sorry, ignore that. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. 3-5. That's close to a reroll, but no. And it's a triple 1-14. O'Brien opens up with a big triple. A stand-up triple by Sid O'Brien off of Gelnar. And here's Mike Andrews now. McNerney comes out to talk to Gelnar. McNerney is a seasoned catcher, trying to calm his pitcher down. Bob Locker warming. Here's Andrews now. The pitch, 2-7. He flies it to right. That's going to be deep enough for O'Brien to tag. And it's a 4-1 ball game. The Red Sox score there first. And probably better off for Gelnar to get that runner off base so he can focus on Carl with 1 out and nobody on. I have some strange thinking. Carl's 2 for 3. Gelnar winds. And the pitch to Carl, 3-6. And that is a base hit up the middle for Carl. 1 more hit or walk, and Gelnar is through. Red Sox really coming here. And Reggie Smith is the batter, 0 for 3 today. What a good hitter. What a great player Reggie Smith was. Switch hitter batting left. Gelnar from the stretch. And the pitch to Smith. 2-9. And it's a grounder to first, double play. Goosen stepped on the bag, threw to second, and the side is retired. Beautiful play by Greg Goosen. On a 2-9 ground out. The side is retired. There was 1 run on 2 hits. The leadoff triple by O'Brien brought home by the Andrews sacrifice fly to Hovley in right. Smith singled, and then Yaz singled, and then Smith grounded into the double. And here comes the spaceman. And speaking of Greg Goosen leads it off in the bottom of the 8th. If you're waiting for looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it will be Rico, Joe LaHood, and George Scott. Pilots lead at 4-1. Lovely game today. Spaceman winds. Here's the pitch to Goosen. Whoa, 1-5, and it's hit deep. And it's gone! Greg Goosen has hit a home run over the left field wall off of the spaceman, Greg Goosen. Look at that. Let's look at that again. Bill Lee, spaceman. The pitch for 1-5. Home run 1-9. That's a 6. It's gone. So now it is a 5-1 ball game. And here's Jerry McNerney. Spaceman throws 1-8. Fly ball left, 1 out. Now Ron Clark. Boy, did Goosen pound that ball out of here. 2 home runs today for the Pilots. Harper in the 3rd, and now Goosen here in the 8th. Here's the pitch to Clark. 6-7, walked him. So Clark is on with 1 out, and Ray Euler the batter. Spaceman puts 2 runners on. And Gelnar will hit. Why the hell not? First and second, 1 out, 5-1. Pilots on the verge of winning their 3rd in a row against the Red Sox in this 4-game series. Okay, Spaceman from the stretch. And the pitch to Gelnar. 111 struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Bill Lee. And here's Tommy Harper. Harper 2 for 4, 2-run home run, single and stole second. It's a Tommy Harper kind of day. It's 2 outs. Euler on first, Clark on second. Lee trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch. 1-6. Grounds it to second. Andrews over to Scott. And the side is retired. So Spaceman does get out of that, but he did allow a run on the solo leadoff blast by Greg Goosen. And after 8, it's 5-1 Seattle. This is it. John Gelnar has gone all the frickin' way. Trying to finish it. Locker is warmed up and ready to come in if needed. 2 hits and or walks. Gelnar fatigues. Rico 0 for 3. Gelnar winds it. And the pitch, 1-7. Fly ball center field. Harper, 1 down. Now Joe LaHood. Joe 0 for 2 and walked. Gelnar pitching the game of his frickin' life. Or the major league game. I'm sure he was awesome in high school, the minors. Here's the pitch to LaHood. 5-9. Grounder to short. That's for Euler. 9-2. And Euler boots it for an error. Second error for Seattle today. Even the good ones make errors. Here's George Scott. George 1 for 3. It's LaHood on first, 1 down. Gelnar and the pitch to George. 1-6. Fly ball center again for Harper. 2 down. And Tom Satriano with 2 outs and LaHood on first. Gelnar. I'm sure the butterflies are running. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Satriano. 3-7, walked him. So it's first and second, and there will be a hitter for the Spaceman. Spaceman pitched 2. He allowed 2 hits. He walked 2, struck out 3, and he allowed 1 run. A fair outing indeed. Coming in to hit for the Red Sox, first and second, down by 4, is Dick Schofield, a switch hitter. Schofield steps in. And here we go. Gelnar from the stretch, first and second, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Red Sox trail by 4. Here's the pitch to Schofield, batting left-handed. 1-8. And he grounds it to second. Donaldson over to Goosen. And the ball game is over. The final score, Seattle 5, Red Sox 1. Another great game here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And a great pitching performance by John Gelnar. The star of the game is John Gelnar. John, It's Miller time. Unless you like weed, I just say stay away from anything else. And don't drink too much beer. Gelnar pitched 9. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. Gelnar walked 2. He struck out 5, and he allowed only 1 run. The loss goes to Siebert. The final line in this ball game: Seattle 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Boston 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors. So that's the ball game. Red Sox fall 20 games behind the first place Orioles in the East. Seattle now moves within. Actually, Seattle now, if I'm not mistaken, yes, they are now tied with the Kansas City Royals for last place in the American League East, but they pulled up and won it. We're going to put this one in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, glory to the Seattle Pilots. They stayed 1 year in Seattle. And there's a great documentary on the Pilots on YouTube. Just go look for it. Go Seattle Pilots documentary. A fascinating documentary. So, Kathy Harden, you stay well. Mark Schuker, you stay well. And everybody else who's here. And we'll be back. Boy, that game ended quickly. I think we'll do the, let's take a look here. Because I don't know what to do with myself. I really don't know what to do with myself right now. I don't know what time I'll be playing the same. I think 4 o'clock might work. Sure, why not? It's Mike McCormick for the Giants and Steve Carlton for the Cardinals. Stay strong, everybody. We'll catch you next time.